Good morning, students. How are you? Hope that you are fine and safe at home. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Rajni Ojha and I am going to teach you SST from now onwards. Previously, Surbi ma'am was teaching you, but now I am going to teach you SST. So, our summer break is over and now we move back to our studies. So, today we will start with a new topic in SST. Previously, you have completed 4 lessons in SST. So, today we are going to start with lesson number 13. So, please open page number 88 in your book. Have you opened the book? So, you can read the name of the topic, that is the national symbols. Okay. So, today we are going to study about the national symbols. There are many national symbols, means national fruit is there, national animal, national game, national flower, national animal. So we are going to read about them in this lesson. Okay. So what are we going to study? Our national symbols, our national anthem which we sing during our assembly, our national emblem, and respect for our country. Obviously we are living in India, okay, and we respect our country, our national anthem, our national flag, okay. And what are the key terms which you are going to learn in this lesson? The national symbols, national anthem, national emblem, and respect for our country, okay. So let us start with the lesson. So you will see that there is a flag in front of you. What is missing on this flag of India? Draw it and color the flag. I know that everybody knows that what is missing in this. It is the Ashoka Chakra. Ashoka Chakra is missing in this flag. So students, you will draw the Ashoka Chakra and you color it. Okay. Saffron, white, green. I think so everybody knows the color of the flag. Okay. So this is the India's flag. Okay. Now we will read the lesson. India is a land with many cultures. Why many cultures? Because different kind of people live in India. Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai, Christians, everybody are there. Okay. And everybody have their own cultures. For Hindu, Holi, Diwali, these are the important festivals. For Muslims, Eid is the important festival. For Christian, it is Christmas. So they have different cultures, okay. And India is a land of many cultures, means all the people live here united. We see and we follow all the cultures. People follow different religions, speak different languages, and dress in different ways. Obviously, as I said you, there are many kind of religions in India. There Hinduism there, Sikhism is there, Christianity is there, and people speak different languages. So in Rajasthan we speak mainly Marwari. Okay. When we go to West Bengal, it is Bengali. When we go to Maharashtra, it is Marathi. So every state have their different languages and they dress in different ways. Suppose that if we talk about Rajasthan, Ghagra and Lumri is the dress out here, okay. If we go to Bengal, West Bengal, there is Bengali kind of sari, white with a red border, okay. And suppose that if we go to Maharashtra, they wear a Marathi sari, okay. It is a different pattern. So all the states are having different languages and they dress up in different ways. But they are all Indians. Why they are all Indians? Because we are living in India, okay. So we are Indians. We are united. A national symbol represents a nation. Okay. As the national word is there, the national symbol, what does it represent? It represents a nation. It represents our nation. Okay. Now we will see that what are the national symbols. Tiger is our national animal. Peacock is our national bird. Banyan tree is our national tree. Lotus is our national flower. Mango is our national fruit. Hockey is our national game. The national symbols of India also include the national flag, national anthem and national emblem. Means the sign, national sign, okay. So national flag we all know, anthem we know, and emblem also we know. We will read about them in detail. First we will start with the national flag of India. You can see the national flag of India. It is on top, it is saffron, in the middle it is white having Ashoka Chakra, and at the end, or we can say at below, there is green. Okay, all these colors represent something. We are going to read that. The Indian national flag is rectangular in shape. Okay, rectangular in shape. It is not a square. It is a rectangle. Okay, it has 3 horizontal bands of saffron, white and green. Means 3 horizontal lines are there. This is saffron, this is white and this is green with the Ashoka Chakra in the middle. Okay, because of these 3 colors it is called Tiranga or tricolored. 3 colors are there, that's why it is called a Tiranga or tricolored, means it is having 3 colors in it. There is a navy blue wheel also known as Dharma Chakra. This wheel, okay, it is of navy blue color, okay, and it is also known as Dharma Chakra with 24 spokes. Spokes means these lines. You see, small lines are there. These are spokes. And what is the number of that? 24 spokes are there. Okay. At the center of the white band, here, the wheel represents the constant progress and growth, while the 24 spokes represent the 24 hours in a day. Means this wheel, what does it represent? Constant progress. As the wheel goes on, moves on, okay, as the wheel in the car, it helps the car to move forward. In the same way, this wheel represents the constant progress of our nation, the constant growth of our nation. And the 24 spokes mean these lines. What does that represent? The 24 hours in a day. There is 24 hours in a day. So this 24 represents the hours of a day. Now let us read about the colors which are there in the flag. The saffron color, it stands for courage and sacrifice. So what is the meaning of this saffron color? Courage and sacrifice. Okay, sacrifice means for the nation. Okay, and we need to show courage again for the nation. The white color stands for honesty, purity and peace. So what is the meaning of this white color? That we should be honest, we should be pure by heart, and we should be peaceful. We shouldn't fight with each other. And the green color for growth and prosperity. Again, growth and prosperity of what? Human life, our nation. Okay, so all these colors, saffron, white and green, represent something. Saffron represents courage and sacrifice. Okay, white represents honesty, purity and peace, and green represents growth and prosperity. And everything is connected to our nation. Okay class, let us move forward. The national flag should be treated with respect and honor. You must have noticed whenever the flag hoisting is done, we all stand and salute it because we respect our nation. It is very honor for us to see our flag flying in the air. And it shows that India is a free country. Obviously, India is a free country. It is not under any other country. It is a democratic country. Certain rules are to be followed in the way we handle our national flag. Obviously, when the national flag is so important for us, there are some rules that how we should handle our national flag. So first rule is no flag can be placed above the national flag. Obviously, no, India is a free country and we are not under any other country. So no other flag can be placed above our national flag. The flag is flown on top of government buildings. Obviously, the national flag is very important. It is the honor of our country, so it is flown on top of the government buildings. No citizen can hoist the flag at home except on certain days like Independence Day or Republic Day. So, flag hoisting is done on Independence Day or Republic Day, and we can't even hoist the flag at home except on these days only, because these days are very important for our nation. Every day the flag is brought down at sunset, is kept carefully folded and kept safely. So there is a rule wherever the flag hoisting is done, either on top of the government buildings or somewhere else, it is put down at sunset and carefully it is folded and kept safely. Okay, and the last one is, the flag must always have saffron on top. Obviously, whenever we are folding or whenever we are keeping it here and there, we should keep in mind that the saffron color should be always on top. Suppose that we are drawing the flag, we will keep the saffron color on top. Let us find the answer for the figure out. When is the Indian national flag flown at half mast? Okay, so you try to find the answer for this, then in the next class we will discuss about it. Okay class, kindly read the part of the lesson which we have covered today, and we will continue with this lesson in our second session. Thank you class, have a good day.